about to start under the car now, and we'll continue on repairing cracks and damaged parts that I found. These parts here will be repaired, and going up underneath, these are the bottom sides of the floor installations I've done, which I'll weld the bottom section in, and also the front spring hanger mounts. They need repairing on both sides, which I will do, and then just continue on. There's sections, there's a few up here that are, you probably can't see it, but the seam is opened in this section here. I can actually put my finger in there and you shouldn't be able to do that. So we'll fix that up and just continue on. And as you can see, the damage that is done under the car is fairly extensive, cracking and so on. And I'm just going through and repairing cracked and damaged sections, and here's where this point here would have had the bump stop in it, or does have the bump stop in it. I've taken that out, but you can see that section there is actually part of the main former chassis of the car, and you can see the obvious problem here. That shouldn't be there. The bump stop was also forced up into this section, so I already pulled that down. I'm going to dress that back now, and I will make a new section of steel to go over this and bring it back to put some strength back into it. On the other side, it's not as bad, but once again I'll put a section of steel into that. I'm going to weld the bump stop receivers in a bit tighter. I'm calling that the bump stop receiver there. So that's got to be welded in more. And then just other little bits and pieces everywhere. Sections of the body down here that the gaps have all started to open up. A lot of these gaps opened up when the car was put on the rack and pulled straight again. Well, it wasn't pulled straight, it was actually pulled back to length. And so we'll weld up these sections, and also the spring hanger here. You can actually see that's the front mount of the leaf spring hanger here. That section there goes up into the body, into the new floor section I'll put in there, and you can see that it's cracked from this section here up to, well actually the crack goes up to about here, but it's actually opened up there. It's opened up because I've pulled this back down again. I'm going to form this piece of 2mm flat I just cut to fit up into the chassis rail. There's the start of it. It's not too far off. I'll just keep giving it a bit more forming. A bit too much on this end, which I'll fix now. And that's the repair in place now. So that is coming around out of the car, and there's the bump stop that was cracked out of the way, and there we have that section totally welded in. So that is two small mounts that are going to carry plastic flaps, which will be guards for the shock absorber, bases of the shock absorbers. They were in the car before. These are new ones I've made to fit up against the new floor sections. The old ones actually damaged the old floor sections, and one of the reasons I needed to replace the floors. This is the exhaust off the Galant, and I'm going to reposition it. I've got to change these mounts here because the floor now doesn't have the same angle that it did, and so I'm going to cut them off and attach them in the right place, and just give it a general clean up. And the outlet's a bit damaged, so I'll probably replace the end of that. It's the finished job now. It's all back together again. We've repaired the exhaust system. Also this back panel across here, which this section here was totally away from that little return. I don't know what you call that, but anyway, that's all back together again. Coming down to under the car, these sections here were just cracked out totally. I think that's the reason Dinter decided, he must have seen that and decided that it really needed some work done on both sides. And where are we? It's above the exhaust in there. So this camera's not focusing. Anyway, there we go. And then underneath, that's the exhaust repaired. Right down to it's all new mounting into the floor. The floor is reinforced above. Your little spats there, which were all really destroyed, and they'd actually helped destroy the floors, unfortunately. And then the section above the tile shaft there, that was also very badly damaged. So it's gone, it's repaired. And there we have it. The car can come down now.